Good day, everyone. My name is MicheleDClark, and I am your favorite small town girl with big time dreams who God has definitely shown his grace and his mercy, and he has saved me from some life threatening things. It is a terrific Tuesday on purpose. Why? Because I said so, and you can too. And it's also terrific because today it is Tuesday Talks with Miss Clark, LMSW at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yes, that's the name of the whole show. So that way you'll know what time to show up, right? So you can hang and collaborate with me because that's what we're going to be talking about today. We have the announcement of the collaborations of all collaborations going down in the V in the virtual space. So, and we'll talk about that later. Now, I know you didn't think that I was going to drop it this soon, right? No, of course not. No, no, no. We didn't even get past our customs yet. So, yes, let's get some of this stuff. Let's get some of our customs in action, not out of the way, because we don't want it out of the way. We just want to get it activated, right? So, okay. So, custom number one is, of course, I see the eyeballs popping on. And if you want to have a proper shout out, then make sure to put your name over in the chat and where you're watching from. So when I say where you're watching from, I don't exactly mean LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube. Although if you are watching from any one of those platforms, welcome to the show for new time supporters and welcome back for our repeat supporters. And make sure that you like this post, heart this post, support this post, share this post. And if you are watching on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe and click the little bell so then that way you are in the know when we drop new content. So that is one piece of our customs. Another piece of our custom is to make sure to have your water, something to hydrate you, because we take a break for station identification for our hydration. Because as you know, and I know, we all know that in order for our bodies, in order for our brains to work properly, then we must have our waters, right? We must have our hydration, H2O. So, all right. So make sure you have that. If you do not have that, if you're a first time supporter, or if you were just, maybe running just to hurry up and get here so you can watch me, that's cool. You know what? I'll give you a quick 2.5 seconds to go ahead and get your hydration station and come on back. And of course, you watch this on your phone, take it with you. All right. And then in a moment, we'll take that break. So this is a good time for you to go ahead. And if you're already locked and loaded, ready to go, this is a great time for you again to like this and share this and make sure that you're not the only person who will be able to get your questions answered. Because yes, we will have our rapid fire AMA. So that way you can light up the chat if you like to and let me know what are your burning questions. So that way you can live inspire free and transform. So, all right. Let's take that break for station identification for our hydration. I think everybody's locked and loaded and ready to go. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, go team. Amaraita. So, and everybody who knows me, you know I like my water room temp. Okay, now let's get down with the get down. So we have a topic first, and then we're gonna drop. We're gonna drop the special announcement that we have. Collaboration of all collaborations. It's going down in the V, and we'll talk about that later. So, in the meantime, and in between time, let's go ahead and see if I can get that banner of what is our topic for today. Now, you all, for our topic today, and you know what? I don't see the banner, so we're going to just create it right now. So here's a fun fact, you all. So you know that I am getting into these banners, right? So let's put our banner for today. So we've been talking about the 3 F's, right? And we talked about the 1 F was friends, friendship. We talked about that 2 days ago. Yesterday we talked about another F, which was family. And today we are going to talk about one that is near and dear to my heart, and you all will know why when you see it in 2.5 seconds. Bada boom, bada bing. Here we go. 3 F's, and the third F we're going to talk about today is faith. And no, I'm not trying to convert anybody. We're not going to be talking about religion. That's not what we're talking about. When I talk about faith, that just means believing in something that's going to happen. We call it manifestation, whatever you want to call it, but believing in something that's going to happen before it happens. We believe that it's going to happen, right? So that is our third F, you all. That's our third F. Y'all, I almost spilled the beans. If you guys were watching with an eagle eye, you would have seen that banner just popped up and tried to ruin my surprise that I want to give to you all. So for those who hashtag replay, you might be able to slow this down. But for those who watch this live, just keep your eyes on me. Focus on me. Focus on me. All right, you all. So I'm telling you, these banners are really tricky. So yes, faith. I wanted to talk about faith today. Let me tell you why. I want to talk about faith today. Again, we're not talking about any religious belief. We're talking about when you have a thought, you have an idea, you have a plan, you have a theory, and you say to yourself, okay, this is how I see this manifesting. And you believe in it. You know that you know that you know that you know you believe in it so much that it actually comes to pass. Now, of course, we have to put the works in. This is not a wish. So this isn't wish. There's work, there's belief that equals faith. Because the thing is, if we didn't have faith, y'all, if we didn't have faith, then we wouldn't put in the works. Can we agree that? Okay, I see. Okay, hold on one second. I am derelict because I was on banners. Let me go over to comments and up. Miss Keisha E. Newton in the house says yes. So I was a little bit slow on the draw. So Keisha, I'm sorry. I don't know exactly what you're saying yes to, but listen, yes is an affirmative word, and I love yes. So yes is yes. All right. So absolutely. So the three F's. We talked about friendships, we talked about family, and now we're talking about faith. And again, we're not talking about religion. We're talking about more of like a belief system, you all. So if we did not have faith that the thing that we are looking to come to pass, the thing that we're planning to come to pass, the idea that we have, if we didn't believe that it would come true, then we wouldn't put in the works. And we put in the works because we have the faith. So it goes hand in hand. It's like it's like a cycle, if you will. So you have the arrows pointing both directions. Because just imagine if you did, and of course, I'm sorry, let me backtrack 2.5 seconds. So Keisha E. Newton is she's coming in from Grand Rapids, from Michigan. So I just want to make sure to shout her out on that one. All right, and we have Violet in the house. So hello, Violet. I'd love to know where you are watching in from. I know you're watching from Facebook, but I mean like where you could, like your city, your state, your continent, your country, your your county, wherever you like to put in there that you're watching from. But thank you so much. Yes. So Miss Violet, thank you for watching. And Minister says Minister. So thank you for watching. So the thing is that when we put our plans into action, we have to believe it's going to happen. My thing is, if we don't believe it's going to happen, why even put time and energy into something? So yes, we have to have the belief. Now, if we want to tap back into some weeks back, we had our graded 8 mindset matters, where I broke down how our thoughts work. We broke down how the thoughts work. So then that way we know that we have an event. An event could be anything. Me talking to you right now is an event. Blinking and breathing is an event. Watch the snake go past is an event. Whatever. Everything is an event. Big, tall, small, and all is an event. We don't get caught up on the event. We get caught up on is our self-talk. The things that we say about the event that directly impacts how we feel and then how we behave. So the idea, let's talk about the event then, is us having this idea, whatever that idea may be. Let me pull this up real quick. I see Violet says something in the chat here. Ah, yes. Welcome from Munich. Hey. All right. On her night shift. She says that she's on a break watching me. Absolutely wonderful coming in from Germany. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Violet, for watching. I really appreciate you. All right, you all. So coming all the way from Germany. You all give her some shout out, some love. Whoop, whoop. All right, coming in from Germany. Yay. So, all right, you all. So yes. So when an event happens, when we have that idea, we have that thought, we have something that we're striving for, whatever that goal may be. And for you all, if you like acronyms, goals, that's an acronym, go out and live successfully, right? So we have those goals, go out and live successfully. We have those goals. And then we start to put in the work. We're going. And then all of a sudden, negative automatic thoughts, those gnats start to come in. Remember we talked about that? If you don't remember, it's okay. Go back to our graded 8, Mindset Matters. You can, if you go to YouTube, is the best place to find the catalog, because I do categorize them and you can just binge watch or binge listen, right? You can binge listen, and then that way you can be on the catch up, right? Not the ketchup like you put on food, but the ketchup like catching up. Listen, you got to keep the fun and fundamentals, right? We got to laugh. We got to keep the fun and fundamentals. So here's the deal. Those negative automatic thoughts, they come in and they start saying things to you. And guess what? It's not someone else. It's you. It's you. It's our own thoughts that may be planted by somebody else, but now they're turning against us and they're talking to us, and it's us. So we may hear things like, Oh, why are you even doing that? You don't have time for that. Why'd you sign up for this? You know you're not going to do anything with that information. Or why are you even, why is that even an idea? You've never done that before. You don't even have the credentialing. You don't have the skill set. You don't have the education. You don't have the experience. You don't have any of those things. You don't have the support. What are you doing? Or while you're doing it, you're like, I don't even know what I'm doing. That was a thought first. And then we spoke it out loud. And we speak those things that aren't as though they were, then it becomes. We manifest through our words. It's okay. Let me bring it back some. It's all right. Welcome. I see some other people coming in. Make sure that if you like to have, yes, got to keep the fundamentals. If you would like to have a shout out, a proper shout out, then make sure to put your name over in the chat and where you're watching from, so that way I can give you that proper shout out. All right. It's not a requirement. It's just a household customs that we have here on our Tuesday Talks with Miss Clark, LMSW, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, that's the name of the whole show, right? Mouthful, but I love it. All right. So back to the negative automatic thoughts. When those happen, it's trying to deter us from getting to the other side. What is the other side? The other side onto greatness. Keeps us from going to greatness. That just reminded me of something. A very wealthy gentleman some years back said to me, he was talking, he was like, a lot of people say, like you say to somebody, hey, how you doing? You're like, oh, I'm good. Or you say, well, do you need some help? No, I'm good. Being good can keep you from being great. So being good can keep you from becoming great. So those thoughts are trying to keep you from getting to the other side, to get to your greatness, to get to your purpose, to manifest your passion, and to get you to your paycheck. Because listen, some people say, oh, it's not about the money. No, it's not about the money. But let me tell you something. Money ranks right up there with oxygen. You go too long without either one of them, not a pretty picture. So it does matter. It's not everything, but it does matter. Let's not mistake that, right? So the bottom line is, those negative automatic thoughts, they come in. You can't stop them from happening. They're automatic, but we can't determine how long we sit in them. Okay? When they come about, it's trying to keep us from our greatness, keep us from our passion, keep us from manifesting the things that we said we wanted to manifest, the ideas that we had, keep them from coming to fruition. So we have to do is replace those thoughts with something else and implement movement, because motion creates emotions, just like emotions create motion. It goes both ways. So let me break this down. So when we have that event that happens, we have the thoughts, our self-talk about the event. Then we have emotions based off of our thoughts about the event. And then that creates and generates our response, our reactions, our actions, our behaviors, our outcomes. We can reverse engineer. So if you find yourself feeling in the dumps, so let's just put a feelings to it now, right? So if you find yourself feeling in the dumps, seasonal affect disorder is real. Right here in Michigan right now, in the Midwest, child, it is dark soon. But we're on the up and up, right? We're on the upswing now since December 21st, which is my son's birthday. But since then, that was at vernal or winter solstice. I don't know if that's vernal equinox or not, but winter solstice. Now we're back on the upswing. We're starting to get lighter, but it's still dark, right? It still gets dark early. We still have that overcast and grayness happening. So seasonal affective disorder, SAD, is real. So when those things start to happen, you start to find yourself feeling in the dumps, you can implement some movement in order to now move your emotions. Because when we move, we are releasing those little nice things called endorphins. That's the happy hormones, right? So we release those, and now we can start to have better thoughts. We have those thoughts that are firing now because we're feeling better, and now we can think better. And when we think better, we feel better. We behave better. Both ways, right? So when we have those positive automatic thoughts, right? We have those thoughts that come in, because sometimes we have thoughts like, oh man, I'm having a really good day, or oh, like looking in the mirror, you're like, oh child, you look good today. Oh, watch out now. When I woke up like this, I woke up like this. You're like, oh, I'm looking pretty nice right now. And that's a good thing, right? So then capitalize on that. It works both ways, right? So even when we have the positive thoughts, now we can build upon those, have more of those, capitalize on it, continue the thought process. So I say all that to say this. Let's bring us back to our topic, which is our 3Fs. Let me go back to my banner. 3Fs, and the third F we're talking about today is faith. Again, we're not talking about religion. We're not talking about our beliefs in that way, in organized religion. It's okay to have faith and have faith in your religious preference. But we're just talking about general faith that whatever it is that we say we're going to do, that is going to manifest. And if we don't have faith, what are we doing it for? If we don't believe it's going to manifest, what are we doing it for? So now, yes, our faith can falter. Let's not get that twisted. Yes, our faith can falter. There can be obstacles that come that make us feel, when I say feel, it's like make us believe that we made a wrong turn at Albuquerque. Bugs Bunny. All right. Makes us think that we took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, meaning that we're not heading in the right direction. Let me tell you something. Sure as I'm sitting here today, if you keep moving in the direction that you said that you wanted to go, you'll sometimes realize that the things that look like obstacles are not really obstacles. The things that look like stumbling blocks are not really stumbling blocks. See, those obstacles are now opportunities for us to upgrade and up-level ourselves. Because the same person that may be going through, when that person gets to the other side, that's the person that's needed in order to make whatever it is that you want to manifest. That stumbling block that you thought was a stumbling block really wasn't a stumbling block. But after you get finished stumbling and you get yourself back up, and now you're using it as a stepping stone instead of a stumbling block, it's that person who now has made it through to the other side of what was thought to be that stumbling block, and now is a stepping stone. It is that person, it is that version of you that was needed in order to manifest the dream, the desire, the goal. Faith. Keep moving. Keep moving. It should be faith dash keep moving. That's what should be going across the bottom screen there now. Faith, keep moving. Keep moving. I put up a post not too long ago. And for now, if you want to go ahead and start putting some questions in the chat, if you have any questions for me, then we can integrate our AMA. Let me change. Let's see. I think we have a banner. We think we have a banner. Let's see. Where is our rapid fire? Yes. So if you have any questions, then go ahead and start putting it in the chat, and then we can get those questions answered as I integrate this. Let me take a quick break for station identification for my hydration. So do the same if you have some. Which you shouldn't unless you drained it. We took our first break. So, all right. So back to faith and back to us capitalizing on being able to magnify the positive, minimize the negative. And when I say minimize, we don't particularly have to delete it per se. Sometimes when we encounter something that may be perceived as negative, may not actually be a negative. Let me explain. Sometimes we feel as if we lose a thing or lose a person or lose a place or lose an idea, meaning that it didn't manifest in the way that we thought it would manifest. It's not a real loss as long as we learn from it. I'm going to repeat that. It's not a loss if it's a lesson learned. Who was that? Was that Benjamin Franklin? Somebody said, was it 10,000 times with electricity? Who was that, y'all? Help me out. Put in the chat. But basically they said that, it wasn't making 9,999 mistakes. It was just finding 999,999 ways that it wasn't able to be done. So 409, there is a detergent, a cleaner of some sort that's called 409. They called it 409 because it took them 409 times to get the formula right. I don't know if y'all knew that. It took them 409 times to get it right. Now, what if they stopped after 408? What if they stopped after 408? What if they lost their faith along the way and said, man, let me tell you something. I have tried this 408 times. I am done. And walked away. And there would have only been one revision away from being nationally known. I don't know about international, because I don't know if they have it in there, but at least throughout the states. 409. How many times have you tried something and felt like it was a failure and you gave up and walked away and said, I guess it's not for me? Who do you know who's done that? Was it you? Listen, this is real talk, y'all. I'm sitting right here and I'm talking to you, but don't act like don't act like I'm immune, like pew, 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 like, I, like it doesn't hit me too. As a therapist, as a life coach, as a mindset management coach, as a mommy, as a sister, as a daughter, as an auntie, as a cousin, all the hats you want to put on me. It's not like I'm immune to this. Like, it does happen to me too. I have negative automatic thoughts that hit me all the time. It's like, and then they bring their friends like, hey, it's a negative automatic thought party. Right? Fundamentals, y'all. Gotta keep the fundamentals. But seriously, they bring along their friends and they just start partying it up and hey, negative, negative, negative. And then I'm like, oh, it's like right? And then I'm like, okay, I know what I need to do. I recognize what this is. And let me give you all a little bit of hint. I want to give you a hint that when it seems like the bottom is falling out, when it seems like everything around you is just falling down, it's actually falling into place. It's falling into place. When it seems like everything, like Murphy's laws on steroids, whatever could go wrong will go wrong at the worst possible time, and it's like in abundance, that is the negative forces, again, trying to keep you from getting to the other side, over to your greatness. Recognize it for what it is. That is the wheel that's sharpening you to get you ready for what's going to come on the other side, because the same you that's walking to the door may not be the same you that's necessary to go through the door. Somebody might want to write that down for me. Somebody might want to put that in the chat somewhere. The same you that's going towards the door, the same you that's going to the door, may not be the same you that's necessary to go through the door. You may need to become someone else. Become something else. See things differently. Have a different perspective. You need those experiences to build up your fortitude, to help you to manifest, to bring your goals to fruition. It's okay. That's my story sticking to you all. All right, because I want to save some room, because we're at the 23 mark, you all. So we're going to stop this right here. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and integrate it. We are now about to drop. It's time to drop. So for those of you all who stayed, you are in for a treat. And for those of you all hashtag replay, you are in for a treat. We are about to drop what's going down in the V. It's going down in the V. Collaboration of all collaborations. Let me see. Let me find that banner, because I want to make sure I get this one correct. All right, you all. Are you ready? I'm gonna take a quick break for station identification for my hydration. Give me 2.5 seconds there. All right, you all. So, special announcement is on March 11th. We're having a collaboration of all collaborations. Myself, MicheleDClark, with Lift Nation, is doing a colossal collaboration with Keishan E. Newton and New Innovations. And we are, let me tell you, this collaboration is going to be so phenomenal. We have women after women after women speakers who will be gracing the virtual stage for our inaugural. It's going to be the very first Women Inspiring Women, our international celebration. So it's the very first. It's our inaugural celebration of Women Inspiring Women International. We're having our inaugural celebration. And that's going to be when? That's going to be in 2 weeks. Actually, less than 2 weeks. Let me go over here because I want to put that and leave that on the screen. Here we go. Boom. All right, you all. So we are having Women Inspiring Women International inaugural celebration Saturday, March 11th at 12 p.m. from 12 to 3. You want to be in the house. You want to be in the Zoom room. You want to be in the Zoom room when we listen. Women's Month starts tomorrow. We are having some phenomenal speakers from all walks of backgrounds and from all over, not just here in the States. And you want to be in the house. You will be inspired. Each and every one of these dynamic young ladies, so inspirational. I've had the opportunity to hear each and every one of them speak in some capacity, network with them in some capacity. So you definitely want to make sure that you mark your calendars for March 11th from noon to 3 p.m. And you know that we're going to have a networking component because you know my thing. You either networking or not working. So we're definitely going to have networking component as a part of that. So our Women Inspiring Women, that's exactly what we're going to do. Women Inspiring Women International, our inaugural celebration. Come and celebrate Women's Month with us. International Women's Day is going to be on the 8th. Women's History this month next month starting tomorrow, and we're going to kick it off. We're going to have our inaugural celebration, and you want to be in the house. You want to be in the house. How can you be in the house? I know you're like, oh, Michelle, please put me out of my misery. I want to know, how can I be in the house? Listen, the house is Zoom room. We're going to do this in the Zoom room so we can break bread and collaborate and interact with each other. We're going to have it in the Zoom room, and all you have to do is go to bit.ly. So bit.ly/Women Inspiring Women 2023. That's it. bit.ly/Women Inspiring Women 2023. And again, now listen, I even tell you the best part. It is FREE free. Free. It's free to attend. Free. The only thing that's going to cost you, not just your winning smile, because definitely we want to see that. We want to have those cams on. But it's really, I don't even know to say if it's going to cost you other than time. You're investing in yourself to grab these nuggets because these ladies are powerhouse speakers, and we will be releasing those speakers at a theater near you. So keep an eye. Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. You're going to get the know. Listen, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and click the little bell so that way you'll be in the know when we drop new content. If you're on Facebook and LinkedIn, make sure that you click your notifications so then that way you'll know when I drop new stuff, and you will be in the first one to be in the know of our speakers. So we'll have some promos on the way. You'll see, trust me, you will. These young ladies, powerhouse speakers. And as a matter of fact, starting next week, we'll be introducing you to those ladies. And also, I almost forgot. So in the midst of us having this collaboration, myself, Keisha E. Newton, right? So this is our collaboration, Women Inspiring Women International, our inaugural celebration. And all you have to do is go to bit.ly/Women Inspiring Women 2023 in order to be in the house. Now, another quick bit of news is, let me get this up here. We have, and I will drop the link for that. So that's going to be on this Thursday. So this Thursday, March 2nd, y'all, at 8 p.m. So I know you all are used to seeing me it will be Win in 10 minutes or less. But this Thursday, we are going to have, let's get this up here. I've been invited to be a guest speaker, if you will, a guest. Second look. Okay, y'all. You see the DN, right? So I'm probably gonna have to clown myself. I'm probably gonna have to put something on there when I do the did you miss it? So I'm probably going to put something on there. But Stories with Keisha. Right. So Stories with Keisha, March 2nd, this Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be a guest. And I will announce this again tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll have our Win in 10 minutes or less fundamental moments. We'll be back 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. And I'm going to announce that. And then on Thursday, instead of our Win in 10 minutes or less fundamental moments, I will be on Stories with Keisha E. Newton. And you all will hear more about me and more about a collaboration. And let me tell you something. Collaboration crushes competition each and every time. When I spoke those things that weren't as though they were. I spoke that into existence. And the very next day, we had the collaboration. When you have faith, it doesn't take all day to get things done. It doesn't take all day to get things done. So we have powerhouse speakers that will be gracing the stage, the virtual stage, on March 11th in the Zoom room. So make sure that you have your beautiful faces in the place. Again, that's going to be on March 11th at noon. That's Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And all you have to do is go to bit.ly/Women Inspiring Women 2023 in order to meet each and every one of these phenomenal, inspirational women who will have multiple topics from multiple different backgrounds, from multiple different, not even just cities and states, but countries, right? Will be in the house. You want to be there. You want to be there. It's going to be in the Zoom room on March 11th. So make sure you register today. The link is live now. So you can register today so that you can be in the house. So, all right, you all, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. We are 1 minute past. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this puppy up. I see some more eyeballs popping on. Thank you all for catching the tail end of the show. I really appreciate it. Trust me, I'm not trying to say that to be funny. I am for real, because hashtag replay is for real. And I appreciate you taking time out of your day to come on the Tuesday Talks of Ms. Clark, LMSW, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and spend time with me. So if you do have any questions, make sure you can hit me up at info@MicheleDClark.com and get your questions answered. Let's see, I know I have that here somewhere. But yes, and this Saturday, we also will have, I almost forgot that. This Saturday, we will have our Lift Nation Freedom at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we will have that where we will definitely have a mini mindset training. We will definitely have where we're going to show how Lift Nation is going to go to work for you, the professional woman, both personally and professionally, how we're going to help to lift you up. And we'll have a networking component because, again, you know my thing, either networking or not working. So absolutely, I will see you all there. And how can you do that? All you have to do is go to Lift Nation, bit.ly/Lift Nation Freedom at 1 in order to be in that Zoom room. So, all right. So I'll see you all this Saturday. I will see you all tomorrow for our Win in 10 minutes or less fundamental moments, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In the meantime and in between time, you all, I'm super excited. I cannot wait for you all to see what's going down in the V on March 11th. So super excited about that. And you'll hear more about it in these coming days. So be on the lookout on your social medias and all social medias near you when we drop new content and promos about the event that's coming up. All right, you all, I love you to life. My name is MicheleDClark. And you know what? I am the Mindset Management Coach with Lift Nation. We empower you, the professional woman, to live inspired, free, and transform. Take care. God bless. I'll see you all tomorrow evening for our Win in 10 minutes or less fundamental moments. Take care.